Good morning from Julia Carroll on my 2026 weight loss journey. I recorded a video yesterday, but it was too complainy, so I decided not to post it and just wait till today. And yesterday was Easter Sunday, so how did Easter Sunday go with my weight loss program? Very poorly. I went to a friend's house and she kind of went all out. She had ham. She made macaroni salad, potato salad. There was green beans. There was regular Caesar salad. She even made like a white cake with some frosting as a drizzle and fresh strawberries. And of course, I brought Hawaiian rolls to eat and real butter and all that. And if I had just stuck with the real food, even a little bit of the macaroni salad, potato salad, because I'm not big into macaroni salad. I do like potato salad, but I can kind of restrain myself with half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of potato salad and be kind of okay. The rest of it, the salad's fine, the ham's fine. The only thing that could be bad was my Hawaiian rolls. I had too many of those. But the real problem is I did in fact have some. I guess she had made a white cake and she had drizzled some frosting on it with some cut up strawberries around it. Kind of like not an angel food cake, but similar, what you would do for like strawberry shortcake. And I did have some of the white cake. Now, for what I've done in the past, what I ate yesterday was in no way as bad as what I've done in the past, especially where dessert's concerned. But from what I've done from January 1 until now, it was bad. I didn't go a little haywire. I went a lot haywire and ate a lot of food. And I did record everything I ate, and it blew my Weight Watcher points out of the water, which kind of expected. And it did light up the sweet tooth. I found myself, now this was in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock. So it was a lunchtime feast. So it did light up the sweet tooth all day. That white cake with the frosting lit up the sweet tooth like mad. And it's still lit up. I want to eat like crazy. I'm restraining myself, and I'm hoping to get myself out of the fix I put myself into yesterday. Clearly, I am not healed from compulsive binging. I still have it, and I still have a sweet tooth when it gets lit up. Those Hawaiian rolls and that white cake lit it up like mad. And today, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and fix my phone. So I'm basically having Canadian bacon, eggs, and I did put some cheese on it, my regular coffee. I need to go heavy into the protein now, with the possible exception of having a few berries, maybe a few cherry tomatoes. I might even do a Caesar salad. I'm going to be cooking some chicken, but I have some ground beef that I need to cook as well. So I might be having just chicken and ground beef before I break into the I just might have to be careful and kind of give myself a couple of days of heavy protein, lots of protein, not a lot of carbs, because I went haywire with carbs yesterday and I'm feeling it today. I have this great desire to compulsively binge eat, and I'm restraining it, I'm restraining it. I haven't gone haywire, and I can't. I have to stop it now. And this was just a good reiteration of, I'm not healed. Compulsive binge eating, it's still there. I still have a problem. And this was a good wake-up call that, yeah, there's a reason I should not be eating a lot of carbs, especially when it comes to sweets. Now, like I've said in the past, I do fine with like the Caesar salad, a little romaine lettuce. I could hard boil an egg or two and put that on there with some chicken. I could even put some ground beef on it. There's no reason I can't do that and just eat it. And I do perfectly fine with that. I even do fine with just a few raspberries, blackberries. I think I'll do fine with that. I have not tested my blood sugar, and I won't because I know it'll be high, and I know I'll probably be out of ketosis. So I need to get back in the swing of that. But it's just a reiteration of, if you're a person who is addicted to carbs, a great deal of sugar is problematic. And the carb-laden food is a problem. It's a problem. And I need to be mindful of this. It might well be that, I think doing something like this once or twice a year is perfectly fine if I can make sure I get myself back into not doing it again. The trick is, yes, it happened yesterday. I had too much of everything. I'll curb it back down to normal proportions today and for several weeks going forward, and don't do it again. Maybe the next major thing that I do anything weird for is maybe I don't do anything until July 4th or even Labor Day or maybe Memorial Day, but that might be too soon. Just depends. And just got to be careful. I cannot allow myself to fall back into the habits that I had that led me to 325 pounds, because I'm sure I've gained some weight. I don't want to step on the scale right now and make myself feel worse than I already do. And I need to get on the right track, and I think weighing would not put me on the right track. I think it would depress me. Same with doing the blood sugar and the ketones. I think it would depress me. It would not be a benefit right now. Now, doing some exercise, eating heavy protein for the next 2 or 3 days, maybe even this whole week, probably would do just fine. And then do blood sugar Wednesday or Thursday and see how it works there. Maybe step on the scale and, So we'll see. So I will keep you abreast as to how I'm going to do getting back on track after a slip up, because I think on the one hand, it's good to have had the slip up because I can't go the rest of my life. Truly, I don't think I'd be able to go the rest of my life and never have a slip up. So it has to be where, okay, it was a slip up. It was a fairly controlled slip up, all things considered. But how do I get back on track now where I'm not derailed for the next year? That's what it amounts to. And it's sort of like, what do I need to do to get back on track? How do I have to manage it? So clearly, higher protein. So that'll be what I'll be tracking this week, is how have I done to get back on track so I don't slip up and lose a 35-pound weight loss that I've had since January 1 and get back on track. So that will be the test for the next week. How am I doing for the next week or two? How am I doing? And I will keep you abreast. So this is Julia Carroll and my 2026 weight loss journey. Take care. Bye-bye.